Welcome to day 3 in the beautiful alpine village of Wengen, Switzerland. Today, I'm exploring even more of the amazing Jungfrau region by taking the train down through the Lauterbrunnen Valley to Lauterbrunnen, where I'll hop on a cable car up to the Grütschalp railway station, where I'll board a high-level train up to the beautiful mountainside village of Murren. If you haven't seen the videos on Wengen and the Jungfrau Joch, or seen the amazing views from the balcony at the Hotel Baron, I'll put links to those videos at the end of this video and in the video description. Let's enjoy the ride down the valley. The Lauterbrunnen Valley is about 11 miles long and about a half-mile wide. It's U-shaped and its cliffs can be up to 3,300 feet high. The ride from Wengen to Lauterbrunnen is full of breathtaking views as the train zigzags down the valley about 844 feet and crosses over the crystal clear water of the vistas River and flows from the Jungfrau mountain down the valley's many towering and picturesque waterfalls, cascading over smooth river rock, flowing to Schilthorn, Lake Bernese, into the Eiger River, before joining the mighty Rhine River and emptying into the North Sea near Rotterdam in the Netherlands for a total of over 621 miles. Once you get to Lauterbrunnen, look for the gondola signs. There'll be blue signs that show you the way, and there's a tunnel to get there because it's just across the street. Okay, I'm in Lauterbrunnen and I'm looking for the cable car. I'm going to try to take that up to Mürren. I haven't got a ticket yet, hoping I can buy it there. We'll see. Now when you're on the rail pass, it doesn't cover from Wengen, so it was 1480 Swiss francs to go from Wengen to Lauterbrunnen, round trip. And it's an open ticket, so you can do it all day for the same price. Well, that wasn't true. Apparently, Wengen to Lauterbrunnen in reverse is included in the Europass. It just doesn't show it on the app in either direction. So if you see that between these destinations, just ignore it and book it and add it to your pass. It's a known glitch, but I didn't know it. But I didn't want to use up a day of my Flex Pass anyway. Another tip from Rick's Trips: learn from my mistakes. Let's continue on, hopefully without any more errors. Go to Grütschalp, Murren, or Schilthorn on this cable car. It looks like there's a ticket machine right there. Well, there's ticket machines there, or you can buy from the ticket man. Right there. There was almost 24 Swiss francs for a return. That means round trip from Lauterbrunnen to Murren and back. And the cable car is waiting. It takes a lot of people. The elevation change from Lauterbrunnen to the Grütschalp railway station is 2,247 feet. Very steep. The cable car has been in use since 2006. And before that, people got up there via a funicular. The cable car can get very busy, but the views are amazing. And if you can, get to the edges and get your cameras out. You'll get some fantastic videos and pictures. So it's a cable car to Grütschalp and then a train the rest of the way. Very cool. If possible on the way up, sit on the left side of the train in the direction of travel. Both sides are good, but these folks here had the best view. You get off the train in Murren, and it leaves at 28 and 58 past every hour. And you'll want to know that for your trip back to Lauterbrunnen. And the top floor of the Murren station. Let's go take a look out the windows. I think every town has had a Hotel Eiger. I think every town has had a view of the Eiger. Well, we're taking the low road or the one up the hill. Let's go up the hill, see what's up here. Well, made it up the hill to catch my breath. That looks pretty new. That's definitely new. I heard on the train there's quite a lot of construction going on up here. And their season really doesn't start till after this weekend. I think maybe this weekend, but looks like it's perfect time because it's supposed to snow tomorrow. It's raining right now. Let's continue on. See what we can find here in Murren. Check out the curling arena. Well, it's similar to curling, but it's actually called ice stock. A sport very popular in southern Germany, Switzerland, and northern Italy. First time I've ever seen it was at the Christmas market in Cologne. Check out that video. Walking on the slush in the rain. Very late drizzle. Supposed to rain pretty hard later though. It's gonna snow tomorrow. This is brilliant. They turned a cable car into a bar. A gondol bar. That's very cool. Of course, I have no idea where I'm going. Just walking around, just wandering aimlessly. That's what I do here at Rick's Trips. Hope you enjoy it. I sure do. Let's see what's around the next corner. Coming up to a ski hill. Open all year. Love to come back here in the summertime. All over this region. Oh, a little ski hill. Just saw some skiers go down. Of course, the battery died. I had to change that. I'm sure I'll see more. Well, I think I've actually wandered into mostly a residential area. What a place to live. I think the whole area is beautiful. I'm about to make my way down this big hill. Well, it looks big because of the snow on it and the slush, that's for sure. I'm gonna take a digger. We'll see. Well, I made it down the hill. Look at these amazing homes and hotels, and look at these views. There's a cable car. So many of those around here. I love it. This must be the road that I could have taken when I first started walking up the hill. It was off to the left. Looks like there might be more. There's a store right there. Looks like there might be more stuff here. Central Place. What if that's Central Park? Gimmelwald, you can walk down there. 35 minutes or sled down in 15. Gimmelwald is a small, rustic, alpine village with no cars. That's on my list for the next time I come here. And when I go up the cable car to the Schilthorn. I think that's Main Street. I think that must be the Schilthorn. Murren Schilthorn. Hausberg, nice cafe. That's a beautiful mountain, but it's not the Schilthorn. It's actually behind me. You just can't see it because of the clouds. According to Google Maps, it looks like it's actually a view of the Eiger. Check out this. Good thing this railing's here. Whew. There's a trough here. I thought that was pretty cool. Maybe they use it for watering their horses. Okay, silly me. I always pack hiking boots when I come to Europe. And I didn't this time. And this is the time I need them the most. At least a waterproof shoes would have been nice. They're just so big and take up the backpack, but I guess I could have worn them on the plane. That's what I'll do next time. It would be nice to walk out on here, but Verboten. Must not be safe. Doesn't matter what mountain it is. I could stand here in Murren and look at the mountains all day. And whatever mountain it is, it's across the Lauterbrunnen Valley, and it is absolutely majestic. It's got to be the Eiger, because the Eiger Hotel was right across the street with a great view. Helicopters, they do fly around here everywhere. They deliver firewood, probably groceries. And I guess they're pretty efficient in the clouds. I'm thinking that's the cable car that takes you to Berg and then to Schilthorn. You know, there's so many cable cars. Gotta be careful of those lines. I think it was Italy, something terrible happened. I think it was an airplane, military fighter plane, in a cable car. Sometimes you gotta look between the buildings. Not a lot open today. I think things start to open tomorrow on the 20th. Well, the statue of the fox is there. Beautiful. And then a statue of the beaver, or a wood carving. I had to Google the memorial to Sir Arnold Vaughan. He was a son of a minister and an avid skier, and actually invented slalom skiing in 1922. Okay, I believe this is the village walk. Looks down into the valley. Now there's a great place for taking wedding photos. I saw some people taking pictures. I don't know what it was for. Cool little park. I wonder if these crystals are found in the mountains around here. Probably. Huge horns there. Apparently, there are even more crystals at the thrill walk for the Schilthorn at Berg. Have to check it out. Well, there's the train station, and there's a map that I probably should have looked at before I started walking, but no adventure is wasted. Well, according to that sign over there, there's not really much going this way either. So, I probably saw what there was to see in Murren, but like I said earlier, it's not open yet. They don't open till tomorrow. My timing, my luck. And tomorrow we're supposed to get a lot of snow. But anyway, I'm going to take the train and go down to Lauterbrunnen, walk the valley. Hopefully the rain stays away today. Let's go. Apparently there's 450 people that live in Murren and 2,000 hotel rooms. Back in the Murren station, there's a plow. Gotta keep those tracks clear. Now this is the train that takes me back to Grütschalp. And then the cable car back to Lauterbrunnen. I was lucky this time. I got to sit on the right side of the train in the direction of travel to get some of these beautiful shots of the mountains across the Lauterbrunnen Valley. This is Winterig station. Could have got up here. I don't know what's here. But it's time for lunch, and I know I can get some lunch down in Lauterbrunnen. Walk that valley. Ooh, this train gets really close to the edge. It's on the edge. Grütschalp, that's what I get on the cable car.
Grütschalp. Final stop. All passengers are requested to leave the train.
Not now, I hope.
Grütschalp. Terminus.
Now there's a beautiful view of Wengen, high above the Lauterbrunnen Valley. Also beautiful. That's where we're going now. Let's go. I was lucky enough to stand next to the window on the way down, but it was raining and the rain was on the window, so interfere with the shot, but I think you'll agree, it's still gorgeous. That's Lauterbrunnen, down below. There's the Lauterbrunnen train station. We'll be there in just a few minutes. It was just a 20-minute ride from the top, from Murren. Lauterbrunnen had a coupe, or co-op I think they call it over here. You can get just about anything you need there. A lot easier walking down here, no slush. A lot warmer down in Lauterbrunnen. Gonna check out the valley. There's a lot of stuff down here. And lots of construction. Maybe something to do with the railway. See the red cross up there. Hoping I can find it in the video. There it is. Wonder if it's a skier aid station. If you know what those are, please let me know in the comments. Please, that's Wengen right up there. Maybe we should just hike back up the mountain. There are several hotels in Lauterbrunnen, and although on this trip I've only stayed in Wengen, and on previous trips I stayed in Interlaken, I really don't know what there is, so I don't really have any reviews for you on this trip. But look at that, helicopter station. I guess they do helicopter trips. That'd be awesome. That's the church I saw from the train, and the one that just made those bells. Now here's a hotel that I did check out. Well, at least the pub portion and the restaurant. It's called the Horne Hotel and Pub. It also has a disco according to the sign. I went in there, had some lunch, and it was fantastic. Great place and a great day to sit outside, have a beer, and a chicken schnitzel sandwich. And the prices were very affordable. They also have a sign that says it's the greatest pub in town because it's the only pub in town. I thought that was cool. But what a great place to sit before you go venture out and check out the Staubbach Falls. Staubbach Falls is the highest free-falling waterfall in Switzerland at almost 1,000 feet high. After the massive amount of rushing water tumbles over the rocky cliff to the ground, 974 feet below, it actually turns into a mist before pooling again and joining the Vistas River. I love the way they prune the trees over here. It's called pollarding, I believe. And I'm not sure what type of tree they are. Hardwood, elm, sycamore, something, but they're beautiful. Once I got closer to the falls, I could see this really nice park they had with a wooden bench and a spectacular view of the falls. Beautiful. Okay, I saw some people up there on the top of the hill. I'm not really sure how they got there, but apparently you can go even further after a short but steep hike towards those falls. You can stand behind the waterfalls and see the water rushing from behind. What an amazing view that must be. That's on my list for next time. And I'm thinking about making a special tour of Switzerland just to see waterfalls. I think that'd be great. Look at that helicopter. They're everywhere. I'm not sure what that's carrying. Is that construction equipment? Or is it a emergency rescue apparatus? Who knows, but they sure get a lot of use out of the helicopters here. That must be a great job to have in the Alps. I've been watching those helicopters all morning. From up there in Wengen, delivering things to all the remote ski areas and home sites. Next time I go, I'm going to check out that store that had the helicopters in it. I think it was a helicopter tour place. That would be amazing. Looks like I just missed the train going back to Wengen. I know there's going to be another one in 30 minutes. That's such an amazing train ride. I loved it. I did it 3 or 4 times since I was staying in Wengen. It's like my local taxi. Want to go paragliding? There you go. Hey, there's the helicopter port, or heliport. I bet that's a busy place. As a retired air traffic controller, I wonder if they have controllers there. That'd be a fun job too. Let's take another look at the Staubbach Falls as I make my way back to the train station for the trip back up to Wengen. What are these rocks here? They're beautiful. I tried looking them up on Google, but I guess it's just local art. Beautiful. I think this is the place where you get your helicopter tours. I'll have to check that out. Okay, I'm standing in Lauterbrunnen and looking at where I think my hotel is in Wengen. Right up there. And after a long day of walking around Wengen, it's good to know there's water closet at the train station. Come out the train station, you can see the waterfall. Amazing. The gold signs, walking distances. Blue signs are motorized transportation. Brown signs are biking. Kinds of ways to get around. Amazing how that village down there reminds me of Dr. Seuss's Whoville. Look at the waterfall. That's so stunning. Well, I hope you enjoyed this trip from Wengen down to Lauterbrunnen, and then a cable car up to Murren, and then a cable car back down to Lauterbrunnen to see the amazing Lauterbrunnen Valley and the Staubbach Waterfalls. That looks like Murren right there. Well, this concludes this video montage of my amazing trip to the Swiss Bernese Alps. Hope you see the other videos and like and subscribe. We'll see you next time.